This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game, he understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Gators ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Richardson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. A strike downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Handoff, Isaac Brown. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell over.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd down, here's Brown. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Cardinals are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Richardson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Again, it's Brown. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
As so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays. Well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A 1st and goal situation. Opening drive masterpiece.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. To the air on second down. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Louisville! Gets it into the end zone.
Number 18, with the catch and score.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
grab behind the line. It's Stockton. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Trying to move them on the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got a man. It's Brown. Caught, and he's got room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass.
Number 91, set to kick off.
Coming out with it, it's Richardson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Crosses the 30. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Skinner. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly complete. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the 1st down yardage. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Finds his man. It's Pryor. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout in 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He makes the grab. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
14, Louisville, 7. Number 91.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. Across the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Got enough for the first. There he goes. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right, a 41-yarder from the left hash. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right, a 41-yarder from the left hash. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll give it to Ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. The sure hands, it's Pryor. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. He's got it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Stockton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Snagged in the middle, it's Richardson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
A give to Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Fires to the tight end.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
To the air on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Hand off for Brown. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the first down, and they'll get it back.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if this...
Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Gator! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
That makes the score 21. Louisville 7. Number 91, set to kick it away.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there.
First and 10.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab, it's Brown. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They'll give it to Brown. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Motion from the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. got to make a stand right here on third down.
Ball again. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I mean, how about it, guys, right? I mean, we're up here in the booth. We can't believe they decided to go for it on fourth down with the lead. We thought maybe, okay, it's just going to come up and try and draw them off sides and get a cheap one and get a cheap first down. But no, this coaching staff, they decide to go out and not just go for it, throw for the first down, and they get it. I guess that explains why they're down there on the sidelines and we're up here in the booth.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step one.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Handoff for Ball. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And telling the coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Wants to throw on third. They're working that left side. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to